Not a bad drop that, Abbott. Al, it's all right. Anyway, that's nice. Following on from my last video where I was trying to refurb one of these, I've done one in one pump and I tried to do the second one. It turned out I didn't have a seal kit for it apparently, and then I ended up, excuse me, if you watch the other video, you'll see I end up bloody breaking the end off of it, the little nozzle off the end for the piston that goes inside. I was going to buy the whole cylinder. Replacement cylinder, I think about 60, 75 quid, 80 quid, depending on the size you get, depending on whether it's got the cooling jacket, excuse me, depending on whether it's a quarter pint or a half pint. So some kind subscriber put a message in the in one of the comments of that video and said you can actually buy the spares. They do loads of spares for these, but I didn't see it myself, but I found it eventually. You can actually buy the spares, this spare, that piece there, you can actually buy a spare one of those. So I'm going to get one of those now and replace that. So I'm going to buy one of these and a seal kit and replace the whole lot. Excuse me. I'm still tempted by the cylinder because it's already done for you, but I'm not sure. That's 70 quid. So I wasn't sure, when you go on the website Harry Mason's, you can either get a half pint beer engine or cylinder, or a quarter pint. So half pint, you assume you pull the pump twice, you pull the handle twice for to make a pint, as I mentioned in the other video, and a quarter pint you pull it 4 times to make a pint. So I thought I'll check with some mathematics. I thought I'll check what this was. Then I changed my mind and I thought it'd be easy, I just pour some water in it. So basically, got a pint glass, filled it up with water, and the whole pint went in there. Now I was expecting to take half a pint or a quarter of a pint, but it didn't, it took the whole pint. So now they don't do a pint pool, so is that a pint, half pint or quarter pint? I'm assuming that's a half pint. I'm assuming once you've got that in there, the displacement of that, I'm assuming that will only pull half a pint, even though I'm not sure, I don't really know how they work. The filter thing goes down, the piston there is about there, it still takes more than, I don't know, maybe they allow for the head. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a bit more investigation, I think, but I might email and find out what exactly I need. I've got a feeling the other pump was a quarter, because I've got smaller, the old parts I took out in my bucket of bits and bobs, in my box of bits and bobs. I think they're smaller than that. So if that pump's quarter, then we must assume that the larger one is half. I might take a chance to go for half. I'll put some comments in the bottom if you are interested, but some information for you. So I think this is a half pinter. It takes a pint of water, that's my point. It's 140mm depth approximately, and it's just 67 mil diameter from there to there, internal. So I mean, you could calculate that out, I suppose, couldn't you? But look, it holds a pint of water, so it's a pint. Don't know, it's strange. I might take a chance and assume it's a half pinter. I'll put comments in, or I'll update this video later on. So yeah, I'm just going to go on the internet now and check. I'll order a few seal kit and a new cap, slide that on, and then we're back to basics, back to the beginning. Do a refurb on that pump, get that one working. Cheese and onion, I love any flavoured crisps, I love crisps. Cheese and onion with a pint is probably the best. It just reminds me of, or ready salted, or plain, whatever you want to call them. And I got my Walkers. Oh, I keep looking up in the garden. The reason I'm looking up there, I don't know, you can sort of see in the house, I'm nosing to see what she's up to. Right. Leave it to me. I'll do some investigations. I do want to get the pipe working. Keep drinking out of bottles and cans, lagers. I want to get some proper beer on tap, actually. I decided. Start getting some more beer in the bags. Excuse me. It's not bad, though. How about Al? 5%, that'd do. Green King. That's nice. I'm a lager boy, really, but... don't know, when you get old like me, you start drinking the other bits and bobs, don't you? And that's quite nice. Right. Leave it with me. I'm going to do some investigations. I think I'm going to order the half pint seal kit and the half pint cap. If it comes back wrong, I could email. I should drop them a line email. So it's Sunday evening, so I thought I'd email them in the end, Harry Mason. So they've got a question and answer thing on there, ask an expert thing on there. So I'll just ask them whether I need I told them about I need a seal kit and the broken top end, the broken top part there in the message. And just ask them, yeah, I told them it holds a pint. So do I need the half pint kit or the quarter pint kit? It doesn't quite make sense. I've got a feeling it's the half pint kit, which I'm pleased about, really. It's a better size. I might just go for it. I've got a smaller one of these in my box. So the smaller one's quarter pint, that's got to be half pint, surely. But they even do spares. They even do spares of these. The bottom part. They do spares of everything like Harry Mason's. They're only like 10 and 15 quid. It's not bad. Some good stuff on that site. I might take it. I don't know what. I should wait for the replies to the email, but you know what it's like. I'm tempted just to bloody buy it now. And I process it in the morning. Shall I wait? I don't know. I've done a search on Google, by the way. No one knew the answer, you know. It's a strange question to type in, isn't it? This video will answer all the questions. Cheers. Well, you know what it's like. I sat here contemplating drinking. I took the punt. I've ordered the half pint kit. As I say, in my little box of bits, I've got a smaller one of these. So that must come out of that pump. So that must be the quarter pint. So, on that reasoning, that must be the half pint. Although the cylinder holds a pint of water. Go figure. It must just draw through half pint at a time. So I've ordered a new seal kit, new one of these, new seals and O-rings. That's 15 quid. And then, but the new top part was only £7. So that's not, with an O-ring, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so I thought that's quite good. Shipping was £6.95. That's where it comes into it, I suppose. It was a bit much, but 35 quid. But so that's my point. You see, I can't believe you can get a whole lot for 70. You know, that's amazing. All the cylinder turned up with the jacket. I think no, without the jacket, but with the jacket it was only like a little bit dearer. So if that's 7, the seal kit's 15. The top one there was 15. You had a whole lot for 70 quid. What I'll do, when these bits come through, if they don't fit or they cause a bit of grief, I'm going to send it all back and just get a bloody cylinder, because I've spent £35 now. If it doesn't fit, I'll just send it all back and get a bloody cylinder for 70. Or I could refurb that and sell that on. Not sure yet. I wonder if the shipping was free for that as well, I'm not sure. If the shipping's free for that, I didn't see where it said about free shipping, so I'll have to have a look. You know, I'm telling. Should have bought a cylinder, £70. It's all done, ready for the seal, ready to go. Because the one I've done there is leaking. Oh no, leave it. There's a difference between 35 and 70. Leave it. I'll stick with what I've got. Let's see what comes for the post, eh? If it fits first. See if it goes together easily. I mean, obviously, what gets me, if you watch my other video, when you put that in and put that in with the O-rings, they're bloody tight. They obviously have got to press a machine to press it in. I'm tapping it in with a hammer, but we'll see. Yeah, stick with what I've got, I suppose. Oh, don't know. Yeah, stick with what I've got. Okay, that should be through in a couple of days, and then the next part of the video will be put it back together. I think I might get I might get a beer in a bag this week, I think. I'm tempted, because this will be up and running this week. The other one needs a clean and pulling the lines through, but I want to get one of these back up and running really. It is cheaper than keep buying beers. I've run out of lager. I'm running out of fucking bitter. I'm running out of bloody beer. I don't drink a lot though. I've not been drinking a lot lately. There's just a few here and there. Having said that, I haven't bought any beers lately. I don't go shopping for beers weekly. She certainly doesn't buy me any lately, so these are just what the lads have brought down and left for me over Christmas and that. A kind gentleman I know gave me a kind gentleman I know gave me a lot of different beers. And he expects them to be there when he comes around, when lockdown's finished. He expects them to be there on the shelf waiting for him. My daughter's boyfriend's been around a couple of times with the baby. He's bought some beers. I left them down there. Unfortunately, I drank them. Yeah, might have to go to the shop soon and do a bit of a stock up. To be fair, since lockdown, I don't know about you people, but I haven't been out to spend a lot of money, so she don't, you know, the women don't see it like that, do they? But anyway, right, next part of the video, hopefully, parts will be in my hand. We'll be putting this back together and putting some beer through. I'll catch you again in a minute, okay? Cheers. Welcome, and we're back down the bar. And finally, the kit came through. Well, I say finally, it didn't take too long to come through, to be honest with you. The Harry Mason's kit. They didn't reply to the email I sent them. In the last little clip, I said that I sent them an email to make sure I got the right size. As luck would have it, that's the piece that broke in the last video clip. And that's there's the broken piece there. And there's a new one. Result. Perfect size, perfect match. Quite cheap. The Harry Mason's really cheap. They didn't reply to my email, but it doesn't matter. So if you look at the measurements I gave you earlier, that's a pint kit, a half pint kit. They do a quarter pint and a half pint. So there's, and if you look at the clip at the beginning of the video, you'll see the sizes. I can put them up on the screen if you want. So let's crack on now and get it repaired. So first things first. Now I was going to do this. I've changed my mind actually, because the seal kit here replaces all of this, so this has all got to come off. So first things first is undo that nut, get a socket set on that and take that apart. First things first, let's unwrap the packet and see what we've got. When I did the last pump beer engine, I didn't use every single piece that I give you. Got loads in there. Look, you've got the new nut and everything. So I'll see how we get on with it. New seal. I mean, you can use every single bit. Let's have a look, unwrap it and have a look. So let me show you what you get in the kit. New metal washer, new rubber washer, the new plate that the beer flows through in and out of. A new one of them, whatever that may be. O-ring, another washer. Seal washer, plastic washer, nut and another little O-ring. More than enough bits to repair this, I'm sure. Whether you replace the whole lot is up to you. And instruction leaflet which I had before. So it's slightly different from the support disc. NRV nitrile washer, seal lip, energized seal, lock nut, bucket. So let's just go through. So I'm assuming that's the piston rod there, which you've got already in your beer engine, and the longest thread is that end, right? Support guide will be that piece. It's slightly different from before actually. I'm not sure whether to replace all this or not. Support disc. Will that be that, or will that be that? I'm not sure, or will that be that? Problem is, when you look on there, it doesn't actually match up. You've got a plastic one. And the main thing is you get that on there with a rubber seal. So let's get that seal on there first. So that's going on. Copy that like that. So that's clipping on like that. Not sure why it's not. That's it. Make sure that's seated down. So that's the new seal, and that runs inside the cylinder, which creates the pull for the beer. So it should be, yeah, it's a nice snug fit. Nut needs to come out. Now I've just checked, 12mm is a bit tight. You need a socket set for this really, just so you know. 12mm just won't go on. It's probably I'm not sure it's imperial or it's not really metric, because I've got 13mm socket there. It goes on a bit loose, so 30mm would do it. So let's get that undone, shall we? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grip that nut. Now let's get the socket adjustable spanner in there. Adjustable spanner. It shouldn't be too tight, should it? That's it. Right. It should all come off. We take that off. That's everything loose. The whole lot now should come off. Now I'm going to try and keep it in a sandwich. Ah, there's the, right. I'm assuming that's replaced with a plastic one. I think. So I've taken the small nut off there. It's a slightly different design from the original type. There's a small nut on there like that. That was on there like that. And then you had that there. And everything sat on that. But we'll take that off. And I've got a feeling this new one replaces the whole lot that screws on there. But first things first, let's get rid of this. Now I'll tell you something, you can't smell this, but this is why I recommend you replace them. Oh, it is rotten old owl. It's disgusting. So anyway, take that off. Obviously you won't have to do this because yours will be new. Yours won't be broken, sorry, because I broke mine. Slide that on there. Is there an O-ring in there? No, there's an O-ring inside that piece. That slides on there. Oh, I hope it fits. That's better. Lovely snug fit. I think that washer goes there. Yep, we must have done. That tightens down onto an O-ring. I'll tighten that up in a minute. Now, I think I'll put back the new stuff, which is this. Hopefully. Support disc. I'm looking at instructions here. Support disc, NRV nitrile washer and bucket. Oh dear. I've got that tightened onto there. I'm hoping this will work all right. Oh, it's all different. I mean, I don't know what that's for, because that hole. Why don't we go through there? Oh, it stinks, I can't tell you. The smell. Oh, it's rotten beer. Oh, it is mank. Onto the end of the piston rod with the longest thread. Screw the support guard shoulder first onto the longest thread and lock up. Slide the following components onto the piston rod in the following order. Support disc, non-return valve disc. Pre-assembled bucket and seal, ensuring to face the correct way, see drawing. Support disc. Is it that? Yeah, because that was... I might have to replay my own video. So I've just got a flathead screwdriver and the pump's up your cylinders up that way. So that's the bottom. I've eased that out with a flathead screwdriver, poked it in the side into there, ease that out gently, because in the kit, it's basically if you start getting rid of some of the bits, you'll you got 2 O-rings, so you might as well use one up. And you've also got, you haven't got this top disc, but you've got a small, I know it's a small disc there, which replaces this one underneath. So if I get a socket on the back end screw there, just so you know, that's 10mm. So if we get 10mm on the back there, we'll take that. If we get 10mm on the back there, and we take this small lock nut off. Okay. Take this plate off. Oh, that stinks. Take this old manky washer off. Replace that with a nice clean new one, which would be that, the one with a small hole in it. There's another little plate there, we haven't got that in the kit, so let's just put this one on top. That will go on there. This will sit on top there, and let's put that lock nut back on top. And we know then we've got a couple of bits gone already, so, well, okay, one bit, so just tighten that up. So we hold that like that, just give that a nip. Alright, that's done up. So that was, to just check, 10mm. So I'm not sure the size of that. That was 10mm in there. You'll need a socket in that to get inside there. So let's replace that seal at the top there. That's alright. While I'm here, I might as well replace that O-ring. So, where are we? Let's ease the O-ring out. Take the O-ring off. Throw it over there. Take that manky old washer. Throw it over there. Any old bits we'll get rid of. I probably don't need that anymore. And I probably don't need that anymore because it's replaced with the single white one on the end there. Okay. So that's that end done. O-ring, right, new O-ring going on. New O-ring going on. That's that end done. So that end is the top. No, it's not, it's the bottom line. So this can go any way up, I think. So ease that in. Oh. At this point, you might need. Oh, no, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. Try and do it evenly. I don't want to bloody end up breaking it up. I'll do with the other one. That's it. That went alright. That's nice. Right. So that's the new O-ring in there fitted. And the new seal inside. So that leaves us a few bits. We've eliminated a few parts now, which makes it a little bit easier. That's old and manky. That can go over there. Old and manky. Stinks. That can go over there. Broken. That can go over there. I've got an O-ring. That's a spare, we'll keep that because obviously that already came, the new part that I broke came with an O-ring already. And don't need that nut anymore, that can go over there. Right, process of elimination, don't think I need that. Right, let's go, so that's it, so we ain't got many parts left now. A little white bit there left, and a little bloody black bit there, I don't know what they are. So. Right, now according to instructions, we're back on track now. According to instructions, we've got that screwed on, support disc, which will be that, NRV nitrile washer, which we're hoping is that, the energised seal, which I've already it's a bit confusing, but, and then the bucket, well that's the energised seal, I've already put that on there, and that's the bucket. So basically that should all go on like that. That's the plan. And that is it, and you got, it says there, finally screw the lock nut up and fully tighten. With the lock nut tight, the support disc and the NRV disc should have approximately 1 to 2 mil of float, which it has. So if we put the new nut on there, that wasn't that socket set, was it? It wasn't that socket, it was the big one. Yeah, just heard from the, I've just got a phone call from the carpet fitters, we're on the carpet fitters, so I've done all the landing, done all the stairs, all the architrave, took a day off work, painted, sealed, ready to go. Carpet fitters were due this afternoon. Oh, we can't make it, they can't make it, they're stuck on another job. They cut a carpet wrong or some crap like that. Why would you phone a customer, potential customer, and say, oh, we can't fit the carpet because we balls one up at another job? Come up with a better excuse next time, lads. Right, back on track. Twats. So let's get this done up now. I think that's basically it. So if I hold that with the, I think it's a more modern kit than the old, so it's a little bit of a better design, so hence you've got less parts. So we'll tighten that up. Tighten that up. Is that doing up or is that just turning? Whole lot's turning, isn't it? Right, that should do it. Right, doesn't have to be too tight, does it? So that floats. That's the plan anyway, that should float up and down like that. So, I will update this video if it's wrong. Now, why isn't that sitting down? It's got bloody cool. Make sure it's not cool. Probably the worst tutorial videos you've ever watched. Right. That's it. Well, if you have a look, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but what happened was the rubber seal got caught there. So now I'll tighten that up. Like that. That's nice and loose. So that's what you're looking for, a little bit of play there. So now we can tighten that up fully. Get that screwed fully down. In actual fact, I think it'll be better if I do it from this end. On this brass fitting here. Right, just check that's floating about. That's it. So that's the weight. That is the weight there. And then you've got the washer underneath, so basically when you push down, the beer goes in the holes. And then the weight seals it. And that's new there, so I need to do that up now. Seal that up. I'll tighten this right up. And then slide it all in. Hang on, yeah, that's right. God, for a minute I thought I fucked up. So I do this up, nice and tight. Well, the carpet's not coming, but my drone is. I've got the Mini, just sent the Mini off today because I drowned it in a lake. If you watch my other video, you'll see I drowned it in a lake. Well, I didn't drown it, it landed in a lake. So that's been sent back to DJI today. Right, I've nipped that up. Yeah, my drone's been sent back to DJI today. Finally got around to doing it, UPS or USP, whatever they're called, UPS. Package that away, and yeah, I bought another drone. Mini 2, it's on the way. I'm waiting for the call any minute. Ordered it yesterday, coming through today. Yeah, I've got to run a Facebook group, DJI Mavic Mini Owners group, which is quite popular, over 1,000 members on there. But the new Mini I've got is the Mini 2. A lot of people in that group moaning that their drone they've ordered hasn't come through yet. I think they've ordered that from DJI. I think DJI abroad and it's getting stuck at customs, etc. Ordered mine for a company called RC Geeks. So a big shout out to RC Geeks, because mine ordered it yesterday. Actually, well, yeah, yesterday morning. Got a message being dispatched. Next thing I know, DPD dropping off in a minute, apparently. So I'll let you know. I'm just waiting now. Right, let's get this done up. This is done up. Right, that's done up. God, that's oh, that's tight. That's it. That'll loosen up. That's a good seal on there. That's a new O-ring in there, that's why. That is the kiddie ready to go back in. It's easiest in, no hammers this time. And I need to keep this in line with these. Is that right? Let's hope it's right, yeah. In it goes. Oh, that feels lovely, look at that. So now that slides in. Oh, feel that? Lovely. That slides in like that. Okay. Keep that in line with this. You might not have these if you haven't got this cylinder. Purely keep it in line with there. It's not important, it's what it is important. You don't want it catching on the case, that's all. So that, you've got to ease this in now, yeah. The other bit side went in alright, so it should. I'm going to do this by hand now. You'll see me. Oh, a bit weird. Oh. Oh. Come on. Oh. Right, at this point I'm going to cut the video. That's going in. God. I could hit it down with a hammer, but I don't really. That is in. That's it. Sorry about the boring information, but at least, right, well I say it's it. It's as tight as you like, but I think that's going to all loosen up. So I'm left with a little black washer. I don't know if you can see that. It's the background. And I'm left with a little white washer. Now what are they? And oh, I know what that's for. That's for the other end. I already had that spare. Right. Now I've got to put it back into the pump. I think that's the easy bit. I'm hoping that's all right. I won't know until I get a beer on, which I won't get one until tomorrow, next week now, I don't think. I'm going to get this back on, get ready. I've noticed how I want to start leaking a little bit, so I'm going to take that apart and get that repaired at some stage. I've got the seals for that. There's a new kit in there, but I've not tightened up something up, obviously. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to put that back in the handle and all the unit now, I think. And then I'll have a look at the other pump. And when I get a new beer, I think I'll get one next week now. Another Mighty Oak Brewery beer in a bag. And I'll probably try out this other pump. This one, the beer engine. Well, I'm back on the bench now on a smaller table, so I'll start putting it back together. I just wanted to show you the difference. So that's the one I took out of the Betty Stoggs pump, the beer engine. It doesn't really matter, it's a different label. The one I'm just doing now. So this size is the half pint beer engine, and then your smaller one, which I did a little while ago, is your quarter pint beer engine. So that's your difference in size. So if you take your beer engine apart, let me get my tape measure, my vernier, and we'll measure them again. So that size there is approximately 51 mil. So that'll be your quarter pinter. And then the next one is 66. So that'll be your half pinter. So 66 your half pint, so if you want to get a half pint seal kit. And the quarter pint kit is the quarter pint kit, about 50ml. So if you know what you're going to order then. Right, put them to one side, put that to one side. Alright, let's have a go at putting this, I've got the pump in my hand there. And all I need to do now is bolt the cylinder into the pump. Well, that's peed me off. I bought a bloody GoPro Hero 9, well, it doesn't matter really, GoPro chest mount so I can film bits and pieces, but the box I thought it was in, I opened it up with something else. You know, you buy so much stuff on Amazon, you forget what you're bloody buying half the time. Right, so let's crack on. So what I'll do, I'll have to just aim the camera in a little bit, I suppose. So let's see what we got first of all. As I said in the last video, I'm going to keep this pipe because it's flexible already. If you put a new pipe on, it's too bloody stiff because that's the one that goes onto your pump and your nozzle. I've just put 2 new Jubilee clips on there, so we're going to use that. So that fits onto there, and then the other end basically goes onto there. First thing we need to do is to attach these onto there. Now the one you want is the one with the brass bushes in, and that rotates on there. So we loosen these off. And then the one with the brass fittings sit on there. First things first, we screw them onto the cylinder. Right, so I've attached these onto the top, one on the top there. I don't think it really matters where this one goes. This one's got no bushes in it. If you look there, it's got no bushes, and that just clamps down like that. The back, one at the back has got a bush there, brass bush there, and a brass bush there. They need to be, if you can see that, in line with this. So they've got 90 to it, yeah. I want to try and get this into here, and then that screws in, locates in there. So one goes in there. You can get that in there. Leave that loose for a bit, and then the other one screws into the other side. I'll do a bit more in a minute. That allows that to rotate on there. I'll nip that up. Now we need to get that into there with your pin. That's nipped up there. That grub screw's nipped up there. This is all in line. This is now in line. That's about going to fit onto the ends of that. Once that's done and in line, you can tighten that fully. Tighten this wing nuts fully up. That helps hold it all together. Same with the top. Tighten this wing nuts up. That stops the ends popping out, but they shouldn't do because they've got the O-rings in there, but it just holds it all together in one lump. So now we need to fiddle about and get a pin through there and through there. So we just need to move the handle about and put a pin through there, and also get this on there. So it might be an idea to do that first actually. So we'll screw that onto there first. So I've managed to have a little wiggle about, and I've got that pin through there, if you can see it. I just need to get a split pin on the end of that. The split pin on the end there, you can see, but I've lost a split pin, so I need to get a split pin on the end of that. It shouldn't pull out. So what I've done as well, a little tip, Jubilee clips, keep the screwdriver, the nut side facing you, in case you need to tighten up later on. There's not much pressure there though, because the pipe will be pulled straight through. So that's that in. Allen keys. $4mm, no, engineer's eye. 5mm. Right. Excuse me. Right. 5mm Allen key. Doesn't have to be tight. Just nip it up. Same for the other side. Just give it a nip. Give it a nip. Give it a nip. So it allows it to rotate up and down a little bit when it's pulled, when the pump's pulled. So that's that. Yeah, it's going good now. Right. Yeah, sorry if I sound a bit peed off in this video, to be honest with you. Just carpet fit has peed me off. Lame excuse, they balls up someone's carpet. I thought it was weird when I was due to fit it this afternoon. Because of COVID, they've been letting us down a few times, which was fair enough. We've made a big effort on the landing and the stairs, ready for them to fit the carpet, and they blew it out this morning, did something this morning, blew it out this afternoon. Oh, we've ballsed up the customer's carpet, we've got to recut someone else's carpet. Doesn't give you much confidence, does it? Anyway, right, okay. As I said, keep these facing you in case you do get a couple of little leaks. At least you can nip them up then later on. Now we need to fit that onto there, and we're done. So undo this screw. So yeah, a little bit of fiddling about. That's why I've kept this pipe, because it's a bit more flexible and softer, although it's the old pipe. Jubilee clip on there, Jubilee clip on there. Squash this down, and it bends in. It's a bit stiff, and then you get your two screws, one in there, one in there. So we'll do that now. So I'll do that. The camera's running. Find a screwdriver bit. Right. Excuse me while you wait. Right. Let's get that in there. A couple of turns. Screw on the other side, a couple of turns. Right, I think that right up. A little bit there, a bit there. You've just got to mind that little cross screw there. It does bend the plate a little bit because of this pipe. But these don't do this too tight. You don't want this breaking again, because I broke mine, didn't I? You don't want it breaking again because there's not much pressure here. You're just pulling beer through, aren't you? So, and as I say, if you leave these to the front, you can nip them up later on if they leak. No, that's tight there. That's tight there. Right, where was I? Yeah, let's get that done back up. So let's get that on there. Right. Let's do these up. Bit of a crap design, this piece. Everything's fine apart this little bend here, if you ask me. Right, that's it. That's the pump done. And finally, yeah, a big shout and a big thank you to someone that told me that I could get a replacement part on the top here. Saved me a few quid, because I think the whole cylinder was 70, 80 quid. So I've got a replacement part there, so cheers to you, by the way. And then to someone else that mentioned about the sprinkler. There you go. Sprinkler on the end. And I think, like I said, the black one is the southern sprinkler, apparently. Different amount of holes and that. That's it. That's the pump up and done. There you go. Cover on. A little bit fiddly with the camera in my hand, so I put the camera down. And there's the back end of it. All we need to do now is attach this onto there. This is the one I use. I'm just going to nip that up for now. I'll leave that loose. I can put a hot filter in there. I normally do put a hot filter in there, but you don't need to. There, done. All All I need to do now is connect that back onto the bar, get some piping on there and order myself a beer. There you go, all done. I'm in a bit of a better mood now. Carpet fit's peed me off, but now this is running. Let's get a beer on there and try it out. That'll be the next video. I've not used this pump yet. And so now you know the size difference basically of what you need for your beer engine. A quarter pint or a half pint. I've given you the dimensions, the diameter, so just take yours apart, have a measure up with a steel rule or tape measure, and you'll know what to order, and you'll know which way the parts go on in the kit. Not 100% sure if this is working, probably sounds good, but we'll have to, yeah, I can feel that. It sounds good, we'll have to get a beer on there. I think probably next week I'll get one delivered. I've got enough piping and I've got another non-return valve, so. And I think I've still got some beer left in this. Yeah, that's got to be well out now, it's well out of date that. I want to drink that. Yeah, so a little. You don't want to drink that. That's a bit old now. I've got to clear that out, clear the lines on that one really, I forgot. Right, that's it people. I'm off to open my parcel that got delivered earlier, which is my Mavic Mini, or well, Mavic 2 they call it now. No they don't, they call it the Mini 2. So I'm going to open that and get that flying. A few aerial shots coming up. Hope you like that video. Next time I see you, maybe we've got a carpet fit today and the carpet fitters make an effort to turn up. Thank you people for watching. Let me know how you get on with your beer engine. Get a new seal kit fitted. Get some beers from your local brewery. Support your local brewers, yeah, because of this lockdown. The pubs are shut, but your local brewers need all the support they can get. What we got here? Cabbage. Oh, they're nice. Let's have a look. What we got? McEwan's. Hobgoblin. Let's have a hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. Cheers until we get a beer in a bag turn up. We'll have one of these. Now to unbox me little parcel that turned up. My Mavic Mini 2. I'm a bit of a better mood now. Can't wait to get a beer on. That pump's working. This one I know it's had a little bit of a leak the other day. I said it in my other video, it's got a bit of a leak, so I've got to look at that and sort that out I think. Put the beer tray back in. We're ready to rock and roll with this one. Next purchase, beer in a bag and one of these fancy white handles I do believe with the old, I think the only one they did that I've seen is the white handle with the horse race, you know, whatever that, Fox and Hounds on it. Bit of an old classic. So I might get one of them just for the sake of it because I've got black handle there, black handle there. What's that say? Adams on it. I might change that over. Mighty Oak Brewery, if you're watching this, I keep supporting you. Where's my t-shirt? Thanks for watching. Cheers. Good health.